All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIA. All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIA. All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Fry. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
from the gun on third down. Fry. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Taylor on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Slow. Slow.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fry. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on 3rd down. Fry. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Slow.
Now they try the right side here. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know this, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw is Taylor. And he completes it to Westbrook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Watch him now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw on second down. Fry. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now running right through it, finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Now Taylor to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Z. Ready. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs him off and able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Slow. Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for 2.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready. 319. 319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Here's Taylor. His pass caught at the 4. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Ready. 319. 319.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And now out comes Houston. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Over!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fry dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. To throw on second down. Fry. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Fry. It finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down. Fry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Fights loose. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Taylor operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, Fry. And he's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He won't go down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off-play action. Fry. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Taylor. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Taylor. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To Fournette, and an alley to run, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fry. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fry. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Slow.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back now in Jacksonville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Gets past one man. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, now look at the 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Fry going up top. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Fly. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Fry. He'll chip this one off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Side here, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Taylor. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
slow.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready. 319. 319.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Slow.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to push his way through. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On first down, Fry. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again. Fry. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Watch it now.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Fry. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the gun, Fry. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
To throw on second down. Fry. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Corey Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.